So a lot of people were saying DVDs would be king again, but a lot of people were hoping for 4Ks to continue some domination, but maybe everybody else was wrong because a dark horse came out of nowhere with Blu-rays getting a surge like I've never seen before. So we talked that and more on this week's Physical Media Weekly Report, a celebration of physical media. In today's Physical Media Weekly Report video, we break down the top 20 selling hot 4K titles of a previous week. I then get into the market share breakdown where we look at the data analytics, look at how well 4Ks and Blu-rays and DVDs are selling compared to one another. Like I said, we have shocking numbers for each of the formats here, and even shocking for Blu-ray. I never thought I would see the day. And then, of course, we get into the future of physical media collecting, the state of collecting, where do we go next in the format and boutique wars, that and more. So let's get into it. But first, you love collecting physical media just like me, and you want to save physical media. You want to be a part of the movement where you preserve cinema on a disc. You can actually own it and enjoy it for years and years to come. Well, of course, you're in the right spot, my mega collecting friend. Go ahead and mega smash that like and subscribe. Turn on that notification bell. That way you don't miss another Physical Media Number Weekly Report this year. And of course, leave in the comments below what titles have you been picking up as of recent. What do you think will win the format wars? And what do you think will win the boutique wars? And let's get into this. All right, so getting into the top 20 hot sellers of a previous week, we're going to have at the bottom here F1 the movie from Warner and Apple. Incredible movie. I love the sound design here. Brad Pitt's excellent. Just a great sports underdog, inspirational kind of story. It's like the Rocky of Formula race driving, so I absolutely love that one. All right, next up, we're going to have Dungeons and Dragons Among Thieves. Came out of nowhere here from Paramount. I actually really liked this movie. I thought it was very underrated when it came out. It's just a fun fantasy adventure movie with some good comedy, a great cast in there. So I really like that one. I wish we would get some sequels to it. Next up, we're going to have 28 Years Later from Sony Pictures. Wow, this franchise just kind of picks up steam once in a while, but not as much steam as some people would hope. But 28 Years Later, I think is, fine and dandy. It's, a post-apocalyptic zombie type of movie. If you're into that subgenre, of course, you're going to like the 28 Years Later franchise. All right, next up, you're going to have to go with a new one, Keeper from Decal and Neon. I believe this is an Osgood Perkins title, the guy that did The Monkey. I've not seen The Keeper yet. I've heard mixed reviews on it, so I'll give it a try when it gets discounted maybe, but you guys will have to give me the recommendation on that one. Have you seen it? Is The Keeper any good? Next up, we got Avatar The Way of Water from 20th Century. An excellent looking 4K disc, just looks incredible, feels like you're swimming with the avatars, sounds amazing too, so I really like that 4K disc overall. It's one of my favorites. Next up, we got Akira from Crunchyroll, a great animated title, of course, hand-drawn animation, just Japanese anime to the finest. It's just always on this list. I mean, it's such a popular title. I didn't know how popular this movie was until now because it's just been on here. It feels like months and months from now. Next up, we got Bringing Out the Dead from Paramount. I've actually never seen this title. Is this one a Martin Scorsese movie, I think? Has Nicolas Cage in it. I've heard, once again, mixed thoughts on this one. I do want to check it out, though. Seems interesting, so maybe. Once again, you guys got to give me the recommendation there. Next up, we got 2001: A Space Odyssey from Warner. This will pop up from time to time. It's a Stanley Kubrick classic. I don't really love the movie. I mean, there's some scenes that are interesting for the time, but just not a movie I always want to rewatch. Next up, we got Sinners from Warner. Of course, the awards darling, Oscar potential right there. Nominated so many freaking times. We'll see how many actually wins. But, it's a modern From Dusk Till Dawn. So if you like vampire westerns, there you go. Next up, we got Mission Impossible: The Final Reckoning from Paramount. Great stunt action scenes. Tom Cruise, how does he keep doing it? Who knows? But yeah, that was actually a pretty solid Mission Impossible movie. All right, next up, we got a new one here with Springsteen, Deliver Me from Nowhere from 20th Century. Wow, I actually didn't know this one came out on 4K. I knew it came out on Blu-ray, but the Blu-rays at my Walmart were not selling on this one. I saw this movie in theaters. I just thought it was kind of boring. It was more about the drama than the music, and I'm like, I want to hear more of the music. and it just got way too depressing and sad and just drama to the max. And that's not the musical biopic for me, unfortunately. Next up, we're gonna have Dante's Peak from Kino Lorber. Once again, some people are a fan of the Kino Lorber release. Some people like the Turbine release more. I mean, it's Dante's Peak though. It's a disaster film. Pierce Brosnan, of course, Linda Hamilton. I do got to pick up some 4K eventually of this one. We'll just see when the right price is. But it's a fun, of course, volcano action disaster movie. Next up, we got a new one here with Wicked 2 film collection from Universal. Once again, I'm not the biggest Wicked fan, and I do like musicals. That's the weird thing. I'm just not into Wicked. I love The Wiz. Wizard of Oz is always a classic, but Wicked, it didn't capture my attention and really lost me in that second one. I'm like, what are we doing here, guys? I don't know. Next up, we got a new one here with End of Watch from Shout Studios. It does look like a beautiful steelbook they released. It looks like a police kind of procedural thriller action movie of sorts. But you guys got to give me the recommendation. It would be a blind buy for me. Is it something you think I would personally like and want to watch multiple times? That's the question, because I don't want to blind buy steelbook unless I know I'm most likely going to really enjoy. Next up, got Dogma from Lionsgate. This one's going to be on the list for a while. People were really waiting for this one to get a new high definition type of release. So really happy this one came out for the fans. Some people love it, some people not so much. I will check it out when I get the chance. Next up, we got a new one here with Roofman from Paramount. This is a great Valentine's Day title. I'm going to tell you guys, this is a really fun one. And I didn't know it got a 4K. I was only expecting it to get a Blu-ray, but this movie was great. Channing Tatum, Kristen Dunst, has sweet moments, has funny moments, based on a true story. Just a little delightful, easy watch, I would say. So I enjoyed that one. Next up, we got a new one here with Snakes on a Plane from Arrow Video. Of course, Snakes on a Plane, fun action movie from the early 2000s. Samuel L. Jackson. I will say the 4K on the snakes does look pretty awful. But other than that, once again, it's a fun movie for what it is. I love the music in it. I love the cast. So yeah, it's a decent action fun time. Next up, we got Tron Ares from Disney. I really like Tron Ares. A lot of people are underrating this one, in my opinion. I thought it looked incredible, sounded great, super fun movie. I'm going to pick up that 4K when it gets cheaper or in a trilogy pack. I'm really waiting on a Tron trilogy pack. You think that's going to happen? All right, next up, we got a new one here, One Battle After Another from Warner. Overall, I thought it was a really well-made movie. Sean Penn, excellent performance there. Yeah, so I liked it. I liked it overall. Next up, we got a new one here. Number One Seller. Was not expecting this one, but Wicked for Good from Universal. It did have people go to the theaters for it, not as much as the first Wicked. I thought its popularity kind of went down, but people are picking this one up on physical, so I guess casual movie watchers just want to see Wicked Part 2. Simple as that. Maybe they didn't go to the theater. They were waiting for a home release of this one. So there you go. But Wicked for Good is number one. So a lot of studio titles this time around. Not many boutiques at all. You had that one Shout Studio title, one Arrow Video title. But other than that, it is the studios dominating that week. So yeah, there we go. But good variety of genres, I will say. Whatever your taste desires, there's something on physical media for you, my friend. But let's go ahead and get into the home entertainment charts. We gotta look at the market share breakdown. It's a party as always. All right, man, I'm getting into the Wicked musicalness right now. Oh my gosh, it was overtaking me, guys. But let's go ahead and take a look at these home entertainment charts. We got a week ending January 24th, 2026, and then the week before that, January 17th, 2026. So I love to see some of these numbers here, guys. This is great overall. This is more what I'm hoping for, because I love all the different format options, and ideally I would want to see them all at a third, right? 33.3% I think would be great. So we're getting closer to there. And like I said, that Blu-ray number is surprising because it's over 25% here, 28.8%. It's getting close to 30. I like to see that. So Blu-rays kind of came out of nowhere this week. I guess people were picking up maybe Wicked for Good on Blu-ray and Wolfman on Blu-ray. Like, but some of these new titles that came out, I think some people said, you know what? I don't need the 4K Ultra HD. I'm okay with the Blu-ray high definition. I think that was the boost there. If you have another explanation, please let me know. But 4Ks, they're still at a great floor, guys. 26.9%. Yeah, they dropped, but the floor is amazing here. You guys don't understand. If you haven't been watching this stuff for years now, I mean, a few years ago, we were around 5% for 4Ks. We were excited when it got above 10%. It's now consistently over 25%. That's a big shift in the market collecting audience. And so 4K is definitely is a standard for some people, and some collectors will just get the 4Ks, or mainly that's their focus, and that's great to see. I love to see, once again, I would love to see around 33% consistently, and that'd be really cool. DVDs, 44.2%. Once again, that dropped. Even though 4Ks dropped, the Blu-rays picked up the 4K slack, not DVDs this time. So that's significant, guys. I know some people were like, well, DVD's still the highest number. It's the king. It's always dominating. But you got to look at the ceilings and the floor. It's no longer the time where DVDs are getting above 70% or even 60%. It's now a surprise when they're above a 50%. So if they're now the format 40 to 50%, that's definitely a ceiling that has lowered for them. And wow, that is once again pretty surprising. So DVD ceiling has gone down, 4K floor has gone up. Blu-rays, that random dark horse middle child, you don't know what they're going to do. They kind of surprised us this week, but usually they're a letdown. But yeah, like I said, these numbers are pretty surprising and shocking. I think there was a lot of good new studio titles that were doing Blu-rays and 4Ks. So some people are going the Blu-ray option, some people are going the 4K option. But once again, the Blu-ray and 4K sales here, normally people say, oh, it's driven by a big boutique label sale. There was no boutiques on the chart, okay? There's nothing in the list there for boutiques, hardly, to drive the sale. So maybe it's the studio titles that are dominating here, which is very shocking. I thought people were going more towards boutiques these days, but that leads us to talk about the state of physical media and the future. I used to think that collectors were now leaning towards the boutique labels. They want the premium option. They want the fancy schmancy stuff. They want to be a big guy and collect the big physical media. But no longer is that the case, guys. I think people are happy with a lot of the studio mainstream titles. We're getting 4K, we're getting Blu-ray options. I think people, have more of a mainstream palette for the most part in the collecting audience. Now, of course, you do have that niche taste once in a while. You need to kind of salivate a little bit over the Criterions and, cult classics from Arrow, maybe a little Vinegar Syndrome in there, and sometimes you need a palate cleanser after that. I can't even say Vinegar Syndrome without my words getting messed up. It just feels so dirty to say. That's why. Ooh, Vinegar Syndrome. All right, but yeah. So once in a while, people will splurge for the boutiques. But I just did an Arrow post game sale show. I thought it was going to be a massive hype show. I did a poll as well to see how many titles people were picking up from the Arrow boutique sale, 50% off Barnes and Noble, and most people said they picked up none, or most people said they picked up one or two. Wow. Woo! Oh my gosh. From Arrow Video. And I thought they were the new boutique king. I thought that sale was going to be popping, but it was not popping. So maybe boutiques are getting less excitement than ever before just because they are so expensive. So expensive. They're really only for the niche premium collecting audience, or some guy like me when you go during the sale time, right? I pick up most of their stuff on a sale once in a while. If I feel something's really limited and I have to have it, maybe I'll throw in a pre-order. But like I said, I'm a sale deal guy. I like to save your wallet, of course, in the process of building an awesome collection, just personalized for you, of course. So yeah, but once again, I think boutiques are losing the power this year, and the studios are rising again. Yes. I don't know why there was a little bit Dracula in there, a little bit Dracula, Eastern European, maybe. I don't know. It was a weird accent. I don't know what happened there, guys. Too much theatrics today, Mega Mike. Let's focus. It's the Weird Al shirt, right? I'm getting weird on you guys. That's okay. Let's talk here. Okay, we're back to talking about the state of physical media and the future of collecting? Any big sales on the horizon? Well, we got the Kino Lorber sale, 50% off at Barnes& Noble, but I think that sale is a scam, guys. It's a scam. You heard it here first. Those prices suck. That's like the worst Kino Lorber sale I've ever seen. There's stuff at like $22. I know it's some new stuff that just came out, but heck, wait 6 months, wait a year, it'll get down to like $17 online for another Kino Lorber sale. It's too gimmicky. They're trying to be like Criterion. They're trying to be like Arrow, doing the Barnes and Noble partnership, but the sale, the discounts they're giving are just not enough for me. I need those Kino Lorber, $17 and under. So Kino Lorber, I know you're listening to me out there because I piss you off. You better start listening a little bit more. Open up your ears now. We want real good discounts when you claim it a Kino Lorber sale. Don't play me out there, Kino Lorber. Okay, I'll still take free stuff if you want to send it my way. They never do. I wonder why. But yeah, okay. So yeah, that's not really a big exciting sale. I don't see another sale really on the horizon here. So I think studios are going to dominate here for the next few months. Usually January and February tend to be slower months for movies in general, but I mean, we're getting those great holiday movies now to physical media, which is really boosting the physical media sales. And we're even getting some banger releases the February, or at least a ton of stuff theatrically in February as well. I mean, I just looked at my Regal Unlimited app and saw there was like 5 new movies that came out this weekend. I'm like, I can't see everything. They're not like big blockbusters or anything like that, but I want to keep up with my movies, and now I have to pick and choose. And next weekend, I'm like, is it a down weekend? Are we eating leftovers? No, there's like 4 new releases next weekend. So these movies are flying out of theaters so freaking quick. I'm just, how are you going to get these movies? Well, you're going to have to buy the physical media release. Maybe that's their plan, or they're going straight to streaming pretty quickly. In terms of streaming, I don't know, not too much special going on streaming. You know, like I said, the RIP thing was okay for a one-time watch. I did finally just get to watching Ironheart, that Marvel show nobody talked about. It was okay, nothing special. I'm like, where else are we going with this? I don't know. And then I just started Wonder Man, and now I'm like completely lost. So yeah, I don't know. Streaming is a big mess as it is usual. Streaming has pissed me off recently too, because I just have times I start a movie, next month pops up, I'm ready to finish the movie, and it's disappeared off of streaming. So screw streaming, all hell the physical media and theaters. Hopefully we can support movies and cinema in that way. But yeah, oh my gosh, I think it's a great time to be a physical media collector with the variety of announcements we're getting from Arrow Video. Incredible stuff coming out like Inner Space, Hard Boiled on 4K. Oh my gosh. Criterion with their great like Hood trilogy coming out. Some really interesting stuff from them. So, and even Kino Lorber, Throw Your Mama from the Train out of nowhere. I love to see Kino Lorber going for those 90s, 80s comedies now. So I think these boutiques going to have some special offerings in the future. I'm excited for that. I would love in general just to see prices to come down, but prices are going to keep going up and up and up. So you just got to be more selective on what you're picking up. Only pick up what you're going to love, what's going to be your favorites, what you're going to rewatch the most. It's your collection at the end of the day. Make the best collecting decisions for you, okay? Keep it weird, my friends. But there you go, guys. Go ahead and mega weird up that like and subscribe. Turn on that notification bell if you want to be part of the movement that save physical media collecting, and you don't want to miss another weekly report. And of course, leave in the comments below, once again, what have you been watching recently, picking up, what sales have you enjoyed, just what are you seeing out there in the movie world, of course. And of course, you hype this video if you're on a mobile device. Hype it up, hype it up. Let's get these numbers out to more people so we can build and save physical media in 2026. Have a great day watching and talking your movies, my friends, and go ahead and be extra weird by going ahead and mega smashing the next video right now. And thank you so much, my mega membership supporters. If you love talking and collecting movies, consider joining the Mega League of Film Fans through memberships to support content creation while gaining access to perks like shoutouts, exclusive videos, and future topic choices.